I'm also curious for Dead Space. One of my favorite scenes is where you first sort of interact with Isaac Clarke with Gunner. He's sort of
Mhm.
held hostage, and you're sort of circling him. How was that
Yeah,
done
yeah, yeah.
from a practical point of view? How was that done? And do you do that whole monologue in one take? Do they let you just go? How does it all work? Because I love that scene.
Yeah, so I mean, look, the movement is very precise because we're in motion capture. I mean, you're pretty much on a graph on the ground, and you're literally trying to like make sure that you're hitting the right
The
spot
whole time, really?
the whole time.
Shit,
The whole
yeah,
time, you know.
that's tough.
So there's that. Yeah. I prefer, and when I was doing it, I like to do things in one take. I think there's something beautiful about it. It might not be perfect, but I mean, you can do many one takes as you want,
Yeah,
but I prefer not to have it
cut up.
be in chunks.
Yeah.
I think there's a flow, there's a rhythm, there is an honesty to it. I like the fact that when you do it, when you have long monologues, and there's a moment when your eyes search for the words, it's a good thing. That's how we speak,
Yeah.
you know. So, so yeah. So
So
so that's
was
how we.
that one take? It was or
It
not?
was one take. Yeah, one
It
take.
was.
Yeah, one take. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, and I
yeah.
noticed compared to the original Dead Space game with this one, I found that your character portrayal was a bit more nuanced, a bit more there was more complexity to the character than in the
Mhm.
original game. Was that something
Thank
that you brought to the character? Was that a bit of direction from the guys at EA, a motive? How did you come up with this guy?
Yeah, look, I mean, a few things. I mean, the guy who actually, the actor who played Mercer before, Naveed, is a good friend of mine, and he did a great job.
Yeah,
So,
oh, he's
so
great as well. Yeah, no taking away from him.
no, nothing. Uh, for me, it's something that I always think about a lot when I am approaching a character. It doesn't matter what medium I'm working in, is how to make, and especially when you're playing somebody bad, you know, they're delicious roles because you
That
have
must be fun.
they're so fun. They're so fun because you can pretty much do anything you want to do. Right? You know what I mean? So there's that beauty. But in order, and although this is a video game and all that, but the human factor has to be put in. You know, um, the nobody gets up in the morning, and I say this almost in every interview, that nobody gets up in the morning and goes, you know what? Aha! I'm going to be the most evil person in the world today. you know, you know?
Yeah, yeah, not yeah. I don't think so.
Right?
I think you're
I
right.
mean,
Yeah,
unless you're totally bananas, right? Okay.
yeah, yeah.
But my point is that when you start to fill in a character, you want to fill in what is the obvious arc of that character because
Mm.
you have to go there for point A to point Z. That's one thing. But I think you also need to create a matrix for the character in which you create, you're not just a utility tool that's moving the story forward, but you're also expanding as the character in that world, right? So I always try to look for those ways of expanding the character and trying to find ways that kind of keeps the character slightly a mystery to the
Mm.
audience, you know, because especially the time that we live in right now, the minute we figure a character or somebody out, we go to our phones and we're texting, right? So as an actor, my job is to, when I feel that, they might have gotten enough of this, I need to turn the dial enough so that the audience also cocks its head and goes, oh, hold on, let me figure out what this new thing is all about. So you kind of create that kind of a path.